Well, this is Dr. Amit at NICU at Ravi Children's Hospital. This is our 28-week newborn baby. We had received at around 4 hours of life from Vanita Hospital, Narayanpet. When we had received baby's initial saturation was 50% with heart rate of around 100. So immediately we had intubated the baby. After intubation with initial ventilation settings, we had started the management, but right now the baby had developed frank pulmonary hemorrhage, and baby is having continuous bleeding, although he is maintaining the heart rate and saturation, but the chest x-ray is suggestive of frank HMD. Plus there are also component of metabolic acidosis with shock. The pulses were very poor, the baby is having mottling. At the same time the CFT is also prolonged, so we had started with inotropic support and after giving normal saline bolus. So as there is no clear cut evidence like whether the surfactant will help in pulmonary hemorrhage or not, but as that is the only chance we had got, we had immediately decided to go ahead with giving surfactant to this baby. As you can see right now, while at the time of suctioning also there is a frank bleed is coming on, it's not stopping at all. So still we are going ahead with surfactant, because there are some case reports which had been published which say that surfactant is a little bit helpful in the management of pulmonary hemorrhage movement. So right now we are about to give surfactant to this baby. Before surfactant we should do a proper suctioning. If the saturations are maintained, bag and tube ventilation is not required. So it's a very unique and challenging case. I mean, on one side the baby is having pulmonary hemorrhage. To remove the bleeding we need continuous suctioning, but at the same time, like after giving surfactant, suctioning need to be avoided. But actually it's a kind of you need to weigh the situation, and according to that we need to go ahead with the further management. So here we are having Neosurf 5 ml, where we had prepared according to the ET tube size, and this is the feeding tube which we had taken proper measurement based upon our clinical judgment. Check X-ray has been confirmed, the ET tube position has been confirmed. So simply via the endotracheal route we will give the surfactant 5 ml Neosurf. Well, primarily hyaline membrane disease and some other indications like in cases of PPH and congenital pneumonia, meconium aspiration syndrome, severe meconium aspiration syndrome. In such cases the role of surfactant has been demonstrated. So as you can see, directly I have poured the surfactant. The vitals are stable at the time of giving surfactant. Now again we will bag so that surfactant distributes equally in both the lungs. So well, giving surfactant, it's a skillful job, but managing a premature baby, ELBW baby, 990 grammer, post surfactant is even more challenging. We need to go ahead with continuous arterial blood gas monitoring. That's why we had put at central lines this baby. This baby is having umbilical venous catheter, umbilical arterial catheter. We are having IBP monitor, and as you can see we are having almost 4 syringe pumps of Vibron attached to it. Plus if still the baby deteriorates, then we have got option of high frequency ventilator. We are having SLE 2000 high frequency ventilator, which is particularly helpful in the cases of this pneumothorax baby. So I suppose the surfactant is now evenly distributed. So again, now I will stop the bagging. I will put the baby again on the ventilator. I will reconnect the ventilator, and after this, post 1 hour, we will get done one ABG. After that, we will decide how to titrate the settings, and at the same time, we will also get done one check X-ray post surfactant. So let's pray for this baby. Hope this baby recovers well. Thank you.